I am Sedna, the goddess of the sea, the lady of the deep and mysterious waters. My story is ancient, whispered by the waves and carried by the cold winds that sweep across the Arctic lands. I am the force that governs the seas, the winds, and the creatures that live in the depths. My name is remembered in every storm and in every fish that rises from the frozen waters. My journey began simply. I was just a young woman, hoping to find a love that would complete me, a man who could make me happy. I lived with my father in the vast cold of the North Pole. He loved me, but hunger and the scarcity of food made our lives difficult. I never imagined that the search for true love would lead me to such a painful fate. One day, a man appeared, imposing, dressed in fine furs and sparkling jewels. He seemed to be the answer to my loneliness, a promise of happiness and comfort. When I saw him from afar, I ran to fix myself up, to appear beautiful and worthy of someone so distinguished. He captivated me, and against my father's wishes I agreed to marry him, hoping for a fresh start. Little did I know that this man was not what he seemed. Upon arriving at his home, I was horrified by what I found. The place was dark and cold, and when he removed his tunic, revealing his true face, or rather the lack of it, I was terrified. He had no face, only a raven's head, and soon I realized he was no ordinary man but an evil sorcerer with the intention of trapping me in a desolate and distant place. I was alone, with no comfort, no joy, forced to live in horrible conditions, with no hope for a better future. My pain was so great that my cries echoed across the frozen waters until my father heard me and rushed to rescue me. But tragedy was far from over. When he arrived and placed me in the boat, I thought salvation was near. However, fate was even crueler. The sorcerer, in his fury, transformed into a giant raven, and with his powerful wings stirred the sea into a violent storm. My father, terrified, threw me into the sea, thinking that by doing so he would rid himself of the danger. I tried to hold onto the boat, but he, with unimaginable brutality, chopped off my fingers, and they fell into the water, turning into seals and fish. Still, I did not die. Instead, I sank into the ocean and became something new. I became a goddess, the ruler of the seas, ice, and marine creatures. My fingers turned into seals and fish, and my hands into whales. I was no longer the young dreamer. I am Sedna, the goddess who holds the power of the sea, the one who controls the storms and the calm of the waters. Now, when the sea stirs, when the winds blow fiercely, it is because my wrath has been awakened. When my waters become calm, it is a sign that I have been appeased. Fishermen, those who dare to sail my waters, know they must respect me. For if they do not, violent storms will strike them. Respect for the sea and for me is essential. My hair, tangled in the depths, must be combed by shamans to calm the storm, and they must remind everyone that the sea, like all things, deserves respect. What is lost in the sea transforms, as I transformed, into something new, into something immortal. I am Sedna, and my power is not only over the sea but over all things. What I did to become what I am was not a choice, but a reflection of disrespect and pain. Now, as the ruler of the waters, my mission is to remind everyone of the strength that resides in the ocean and the earth. For everything has balance, and life, like the sea, must be treated with wisdom and respect. If you wish to learn more about my story, the mysteries of the sea and the lessons it teaches us, subscribe to the Divine AI channel. Here, we explore myths, legends, and ancient stories that connect us with the divine and help us understand the forces that govern the world. Join us and discover the power of nature, deities, and the stories that shape us. Don't forget to click subscribe to follow our mystical and divine journeys.